Know-how is the ability of the brain to perform a task. So we think of ourselves as having a brain. The truth is we don't have a brain. The brain has us. Our sense of us is one of the many things that the brain does for us. And the brain also allows us to say walk. We say that we know how to walk, but we really don't have a clue what it is that we do when we walk, which muscles we move and so on. Our brain does, we don't. We are not conscious of that. So many of the things we do in life, many of the tasks we perform are things that are in our brain, but not really in ourselves as a conscious being. And as a consequence, we do not communicate it by just talking about it. We don't teach our kids to walk by explaining the concepts. We don't, most of the learning of a musical instrument does not happen by us explaining the concept. It is by imitation, repetition, that the brain sort of like gets it and wires itself up. As a consequence, know-how only sort of like exists in brains, and it is transmitted from brain to brain only through this long process of imitation and repetition. So the way know-how grows, that is not just copying itself from brain to brain, but new know-how comes into a system, is typically because something from outside infected it with that additional know-how. And we are currently exploring what are the channels through which that happens. So for example, migration, diasporas, business travel, a study abroad, a labor mobility, and all of these things are channels through which new know-how enters a system. And as a consequence, it plays an outsized role in growth. Because growth is about the growth of know-how, but it is very hard to get new know-how into a system because of the way it's stored and the way it moves.